Have you ever felt like life just collapsed around you, like everything you once had is now gone and the future looks hopeless? You're not alone. There's a woman in the Bible who lived through exactly that. Her name is Ruth, and her story might be the encouragement you didn't know you needed today. Ruth's story begins in a time of chaos. A famine hits Bethlehem, and a man named Elimelech takes his wife Naomi and their two sons to live in Moab, enemy territory. Soon, Elimelech dies. Then both sons marry Moabite women, one of them is Ruth, and then both sons die. Now we're left with Naomi, the mother-in-law, and two Moabite widows, Ruth and Orpah. Naomi is shattered. She says in Ruth 1:20, "Call me not Naomi, call me Mara, for the Almighty hath dealt very bitterly with me." Can you relate? When life hits so hard you don't even recognize yourself anymore. When you look in the mirror and all you see is bitterness, regret, or grief. Naomi tells both daughters-in-law, "Go back home. Start over. There's nothing left for you with me." Orpah leaves. But Ruth clings to her. She says something that has echoed through the ages. Ruth 1:16. "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God." Ruth chooses faithfulness over comfort. She chooses loyalty over logic. She chooses God over everything she knew. And isn't that the choice we're often faced with? When everything says walk away, do we stay faithful? Ruth and Naomi return to Bethlehem. Two widows. No money, no status. Just hope. Ruth becomes a field worker, gathering leftover grain just to survive. But in that very field, God is working, because the owner of the field is Boaz, a wealthy, kind man from Naomi's family line. Ruth's faithfulness opens a door to favor. Ruth 2:12 says, "The Lord recompense thy work, and a full reward be given thee, under whose wings thou art come to trust." Listen to that. A full reward is coming for those who trust God, even in brokenness. Boaz isn't just a good man, he's what the Bible calls a kinsman redeemer. In Jewish law, that meant he could marry Ruth and restore her family line. What started as survival turned into divine setup. Boaz honors Ruth. He marries her. She bears a son named Obed, who would become the grandfather of King David. Yes, this Moabite widow became part of the lineage of Jesus Christ, from hopeless to holy, from bitterness to blessing, from rock bottom to royalty. So why does this matter to you today? Because some of you watching right now are in your Moab. You've lost something, or someone. You're questioning your future. You don't see the next step, but Ruth shows us. You don't have to understand the plan to trust the process. God sees you gathering the leftovers, and He's preparing your Boaz. Your faithfulness will be rewarded, maybe not right away, but in ways bigger than you can imagine. God specializes in turning broken pieces into beautiful beginnings. If you feel like you're in Ruth's shoes, struggling, starting over, unsure, don't give up. God is not done with your story. He's just getting started. And like Ruth, your obedience in the small things could open the door to something eternal. Subscribe if you want more stories like this that reveal God's purpose in your pain. Comment below, "I will trust God in my Moab." And remember, redemption always comes to the faithful.